Today we're catching some sun and waves with Stef, a QHS admin whose life is as vibrant and refreshing as a seaside breeze. What currents brought her to the sunny shores of the quantum shift? Let's surf behind the scenes to see the waves she's been riding.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, born the 8th child to Henry and Olivia. Henry is a United States Navy retiree and an educator, and Olivia was a homemaker in the city of Portsmouth, Virginia. I was born in 1962. I attended Portsmouth Catholic schools and graduated in 1980. Went on to receive a bachelor's degree from business administration with a concentration in marketing and mathematics from Virginia State University. I began a career with a large retailer. I managed several stores, statewide and international, and returned to headquarters as an executive assistant for sales VP of sporting goods and automotive, with sales over $1 billion annually. I also had projects of opening new stores around the world. 1999, after a back injury, I began to work for my family as a project manager and a property manager of 9 apartment buildings, 2 golf courses, several restaurants, and I opened up a golf academy to teach children that would not have the opportunity to play golf, and also provided them with learning skills so that they can go on and do other things. All right, so how did I get here? This is truly a path not warranted. I didn't want to get here this way. I was actually sick several times in my lifetime, and I never really understood what I understand now as far as being well and sick and everything else in between. But basically, my appendix ruptured when I was 10 years old, and I stayed in the hospital for a month. Got well, went back out, did everything else little kids should do. I played basketball and softball and broke up a lot of bones, did a lot of injuries, and once again, we put me back together like Humpty Dumpty, and I went back out and I did it again. I actually played basketball up into my college days. And even then, I tore up one of my knees twice, and that was the end of that. In 1995, while at work though, I slipped and broke my back on some wax stripper, and that took me out for quite some time too. That was the cause that made me move to Washington, D.C. from my nice little community in Virginia. And I had to actually go through the process of learning how to walk again after I had to have my vertebrae fused. No problem, did it, kept on going. Everything has been a cycle, from being diagnosed with lupus. I've never seen it again. I changed my diet. It went away. I had leukemia. I changed my diet and it went away. I haven't seen it since. Doctors don't understand that, but I know who's in charge. They weren't. We have to replace ribs. We have to give me back appendix, fix my knees, my ankles, and then hopefully we need to get rid of the last little bit. I don't have any brain fog left. I had a lot of brain injuries. See, that was the one thing I left out that I keep forgetting and remembering. I've had 7 strokes. So I want to be able to remember everything at one time and not have to have little memories that come back up that make me remember that I had that problem. And just to be able to run numbers. I mean, I actually went to college. I wanted to be a statistician. Think about that one. And then I didn't really like it too much. It was a different direction in which I was headed. So that's why I just have a minor in math. But It hasn't been 15 years ago. I started having a series of strokes, and they were coming one after another, one after another. And really, truly, at that point, not only did the doctors give up on me, but some of my family members gave up on me. They really didn't think that I was going to be able to pull that one off. But I went through the process of having to learn how to talk, having to learn how to walk. They actually had me in hospice. Who would have thought? I stayed in a nursing home, though, 4 months. And towards the end of it is when I told them, I really believe y'all need to be thinking about my exit papers because I'm leaving here before Christmas. And they figured I was there to stay. They had no interest on filling out any papers. And basically, Thanksgiving, I was able to go and celebrate Thanksgiving. They let me go celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. And it was then that my family realized that I was coming home. And I came home a week before Christmas, and I have been home ever since. I did go back once. The medicine they gave me a blood clot in my head. That wasn't too, it didn't cause a major problem because I didn't let them do anything. I told them at that point, no, not dealing with you guys anymore. Every time y'all do something, either have a stroke and here I have a blood clot in my head. I'm dealing with God. This is it. And I stopped going to see him. I literally stopped. I took on a holistic everything. I went to some friends that I knew that had a wellness clinic, and we did some scans. I started taking herbs. I did a detox, because I did take classes in detoxification so that I can learn what was going on with my body. And I ate fruit for a year, just fruit. And after that, I started to be able to move better. I found out if I ate watermelon, I could walk. Something was going on in my body. All I had to do was stop eating everything else and just eat watermelon. It got to the point that in the wintertime, I couldn't find any watermelon, but I did find watermelon juice, and I drank that, and I was fine. So that was a period of time that I want them to see me back in my A game, because my A game was great. I had a ball, and everything I did, it was fun. I literally can say that I worked with something that I like doing. There wasn't a period in my life that I did something just to get paid. I enjoyed working, and the selection that I did, I enjoyed it. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. And I can actually say I did it. I need to fix everything. I want to bring back myself so that I can go running again. I used to love to run. That was my release. Running and swimming. Right now, all I have is swimming. Right now, I see myself on an upswing. I'm coming back. A year ago, we would have never had any of these conversations. And I think I think everyone that knows me knows that. I would do things in the backgrounds. I would never come out in the forefront. But one thing that I want to do is I want to work and share with kids and young people that we don't have to do things just because we're supposed to get paid. I think we should do things that we enjoy. I think we need to incorporate that in our lifestyles, living to edify God. How else can I say it? We need to be able to uplift each other and have fun at what we do. And if it's not something we enjoy, we shouldn't be doing it. And that is one of the things I plan on doing. I plan on, if I can, open up as many places for kids to even join in with families so that the family can be rebuilt, because we lost the family over the last 60 years, 70 years, I think. My mom was home with me, and I wouldn't give that up for anything. But I tell you, we traveled, we did everything. My dad even drew art and did things with us too. I can't tell you where I've heard anybody telling me the same. and we need to repair the family. The opportunity that we have now is larger than anyone could even think of. We as a people, just think, we can finally go where no one has gone before in our lifetime, or even say that we can even remember in what lifetime. And I'd like to thank Cynthia, my sister, and Dr. A, and my QHS family. I thank you all for being here with me every step of the way. And yes, my brother Kevin, I have to say something about my brother Kevin. He's right here with us the whole way through.
Join us on the Prequel, where every story matters and every voice is heard. Because here at QHS, we're all about healing, learning, and growing together.